Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Godhood, where, as you might be able to tell, I've made my decision here. I've made a couple of decisions. I think I know the direction we're going. So, it's a little awkward because Amelia is the only one of the three offered disciples who does not have any might scaling, but I think we're going to take Amelia on based very largely on the fact that Amelia's totem allows 4 miracles while the others only allow 3. Which it's a big difference. It's a big difference. So, like, in addition to the fact that obviously a character with more miracles acquires more stat scaling and thus ends up with a much higher top end on their stats, it's also worth remembering that passives are locked by the number of performed miracles, and they get really good after 3 miracles. Like, for example, allied abilities gain plus evasion scaling. Not a bad thing. What are the other ones at this level? Chance to follow up any enemy divine ability, on a class that you want to put in against divine people seems pretty good. And then, of course, the stat up. And then here, just take a free move on your first turn, or plus 20% might and cunning every time another ally uses a grace ability. Yeah, so totems that let you do a lot of miracles are very, very powerful, and I think we're going to let that guide us here. So welcome aboard. And with Amelia's particular stat scaling, I think we're going to go Smite Sword. I know that we already have another Smite Sword who's relatively young, but first of all, Smite Swords are going to be valuable on this island in general. And secondly, Marathu's totem is pretty bad. Marathu's already basically scaling capped, and it's just... I want to have somebody coming up behind who's maybe has a little bit more of a little bit higher of a cap at job effectiveness. So, Amelia's going to build for that, and we're going to make some decisions here based on that as well. So we're going to take our materials, and we're going to buy the Great Shrine. Reasonably here, we could have taken, like, Devotion or Charisma or Cunning, in addition to our Might Temple. But I think if we're going to be hanging a lot of our success on Amelia here, we should really make sure Amelia is as developable as possible. What is that? Okay, our disciples have built the worst picnic table in history. It has a rounded top. But, you gotta admire their devotion to the iconography here. Build this thing next to the terrible picnic space. And we're gonna take... I was talking about doing plus might on the cunning ritual, so it's real good for our beastwalkers. In terms of class development, we already have a Punish ritual that's great for Smite Swords. Get this for Beastwalkers. I mean, our cultists would like to have Knowledge and Might on the same ritual. And I guess we just have a lot of call for Might. There's a lot of places that it makes sense for us to put some bonus Might. I think that Beastwalkers are going to be pretty important to our strategy in the overall, though. So I would think that I want to privilege them. Obviously, cultists are also important, but I think we're going this way. We're sticking to the plan. Your disciples want to add an action based on skulls to the stock ritual. Well, we're certainly not rejecting skulls. Amelia, you're new here. You got a little bit of learning to do. We're very pro-skull in this village. In fact, we are so pro-skull that the way you do this ritual is you stalk around the village in secret, and you must stealthily grovel before the skulls. And if anybody else catches you groveling before the skulls, then we all get to make fun of you for an entire week. So take that. Amelia, get out there and punish those clouds. What are you doing? Zuma... Oh, right, Zuma. I was going to say, how are all of the miracles available to you? But right, Zuma has the special prophet miracle. Yeah, take on Might, I guess. Okay, so there was a little bit of discussion in the comments of yesterday's episode about how I am being too narrow with my application of the dreams. I am using dream points just to win battles that might not otherwise be winnable, when in fact I could be using them on battles that are winnable to make them battles where we can use martyrdom, just, converting blessing time into resources. And I think that's a real good point. So I'm going to try to be a little bit more thoughtful about that. That said, is this a thing where we need to think about that? We're going to take some pretty serious punches in the head here. Physical armor is going to go a long way on this one. So we're bringing in Marathu for sure, Emilia for sure because XP, Kuali probably not because resting. So then it's like Ocelot or Hildegard, and does it matter much who? I guess Hildegard's right on the edge of a level up, so that's probably a good way to do that. So... what are your defensive stats? You have 8 physical armor, you have 9, not exactly amazing, and Emilia's got 8, okay. My suspicion is we could beat this right now without martyrdom, but I think if we give everybody some physical defense, we can probably take a level of martyrdom, maybe even 2? Certainly 1. I'm going to take some dream points here. We should... I mean, we could bring Kuali to this. If we just do a Dream of Fervor right now. So it's then, like, it's Kuali and Marathu and Emilia. Because, like, it's not that I don't want to get Hildegard developed, but, you know, Hildegard's getting closer to old age, and Kuali's going to be in the village for a long time. Let's do a Fervor Dream here. Oh, I don't have the Fervor Dream thing. Well, shoot. I should fix that, probably. That thing's real cheap. Yeah. Sure, here. Give me some gardens so that I can do this thing. Hooray. And then, actually, I should figure out what I'm spending my next group of materials on. So at 750, we have access to Tributes Plus. But we might want to buy one of these, right? We're about to have a couple of people do miracles again. I think I kind of want red clay. So right now, what is the payout of this sacrament? Base payout is 3 chests. So if we take this at base payout, that's 105 materials plus 150 for passive stuff. So we're going to end up around 550. We want to have 500 left over, so okay. We probably do want to build a study soon as well. This is awkward. We're just really compressed on materials. Because, like, obviously it would be great to get a study built and use the XP gain action on Emilia to really push through the next really push through those early miracles. Yeah, that's a thing we should probably prioritize. So we just built the gardens. I don't see any reason to spend any materials on any of this stuff. Yeah, we gotta save. We gotta save so that we can get our might bonus. Okay, so with that being the case, do I now want to push ritual progress just because, obviously, developing Emilia is important? This one chest is non-critical. Right, yeah, we're gonna hit our threshold anyway. 550. If we took 2 points of martyrdom, we would get enough materials that we could build a study right now and still make the Temple of Harvest happen in time. Let's be aggressive. Let's try this. Alright, so we'll erect a study. You get over here and you study some skulls. You need to learn where all the skulls in the village are when it's, so that you're ready when it comes time to stalk. And then we're going to take on 2 dream points, right? I think this makes sense. Okay, so it's Kuali, Emilia, and Marathu. But do I want to give Marathu physical armor, or would we be better off going physical damage and just trying to crush one of the opponents? It might be that one, honestly. Because Marathu's going to do a ton of damage, right? Yeah, I'm going to go this way. And then Kuali, what's your actual evade chance at this point? Only 15. Yeah, let's play it safe with you. You're unlikely to be able to blow somebody up even with a damage boost because we don't have the type advantage here. Okay, I feel pretty alright about that. And Amelia's just, like, overjoyed about it. You're going to get 3 XP from the Sacrament, right? Because it's 2 XP plus 1 for being young. So if I give you a boost now, and then we have the chance to bless an XP onto you afterward, we can take the level up right then. I guess there's no reason to commit to this now, though, because there's not going to be any cooldown change between now and after the Sacrament. So we may as well wait. Alright, Rathu. Does your stuff work? Bonus damage against targets who have sorcery abilities. That's probably not going to be either of them, right? You have Fear, and you have Overpower. Oh, actually, Ancestral Force is totally a sorcery ability. Okay, you stay right there. You go across from the scary one, and you go in the safe zone in the middle. Yeah, with these relatively minor attacks. This is pretty scary. How much reduction are we looking at here? 43%? Against, like... I'm not gonna lie, this makes me a little nervous, but there's an actual material difference between 1 and 2 here, right? So we're gonna go to 350 off of passive, and then we need to get 150 materials from Tribute in order to be able to buy the upgrade we want. Yeah, we're gonna try it at 2. I think we might be able to do it at 2. I'm not worried about the followers. I don't think these guys are going to out-convert us. It's just a matter of surviving. And in this case, the best defense is a good offense, probably. Alright, Marathu, a lot is riding on you. We gotta see some great big hits here. Okay, that's not a bad open. Oh, that's a crying shame. Alright, if we see a critical claw out of Quali here... Oh. Huh. Well, I don't know if that was a good idea. Okay, turns out you guys had it under control. I should not have doubted you. And I'm pretty sure that this remaining Sun Servant doesn't have the damage output to put anybody in danger. Also, look at Koali hitting all these crits all of a sudden. All of a sudden, everything's working just fine. So people were talking in the comments about yesterday's episode about how it seems like morale-based strategies are actually easier to win fights with, and I totally agree with that. Both in the sense that they seem to be more powerful, and in the sense that, like, progress toward victory is more linear and not as based on passing HP thresholds. But I think there's an interesting balance thing going on here, where there are more total followers available for you to win with a physical strategy in at least some cases because of the fact that you're clawing back followers that already were converted by the opponent. Like in a situation where you go into this battle with 2 points of martyrdom and try to win with a morale strategy, you have a hard cap of total available followers minus 40 because the enemy started with 40, right? But we can take home more, and then obviously those more followers are multiplied by the martyrdom multiplier. So it's interesting. I think a physical strategy probably just has a higher cap of total score, but also it's harder and and much more dangerous. It's an interesting balance. I think they've done some cool stuff here. Ooh, wondrous farm miracle. Zuma performed a rain dance all night to please the great winged skeleton and bring water from the skies, and the great winged skeleton listened to this humble plea, which gave us 18 additional materials, because might is not great for Zuma. Well, you know, it's not nothing. Good work, Zuma. And you picked up a copy of Corruption, which is just a thing that hits for a lot. It has good scaling. Okay. So plus knowledge for each 5 might in your team before the start of the sacrament. Everybody gains, cannot receive... So the broken faith status is what causes the loss of a faith bond, right? And then also your convert bar doesn't decrease when you break. Honestly, it's not horrible. or a little bit more stuff. I think we're going to go this way, but our strategy is a little riskier, and I can totally see this being a good thing to do to hedge against some of the worst consequences of that. Alright, so what are we doing next? Here we have a relic choice available. Oh, here we have an HP up. That's the one. Gonna need that HP. And let's grab ourselves a new tenet. I mean, you gotta know, I want to keep going philosophy. And 0 commitment versus summoning. I don't know what... Do we know... Oh, idle is... Okay, we saw idle in the last game, right? We get to designate someone the idle and they affect your resource incomes sometimes. I don't think I know what Carnival does. We probably saw it last game and I just don't remember because I got that brain thing. Yeah, let's go 0 commitment. Let's go see what Carnival does. It might be good for us. Ocelot professes the merits of 0 commitment to the Skelefans. Now listen, here's the thing about the Great Skeleton. He is not paying attention and he does not care what you do. Alright, so let's talk about XP and stuff. You are a little bit shy of being levelable. Wait, 552. Is 552 what we had after the 18 materials? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. I was going to say, did I miscount somewhere? But no, the number I was trying to get above was 500, not 550. We would have been fine without it, because all we were going to do is this. Is that actually what we want to do? Let's double check. Oh, I forgot that the XP, the extra XP on the God action thing was an offering cost. That's interesting. It's a shame we don't have enough offerings to do this, plus actually use the XP action. We'll probably save up to buy this, though. I think we definitely have to do the XP action. I think it's pretty important. So let's spend the materials on red clay. We're going to grant Disciple XP on you. And then we have the materials. We have the offerings necessary to do that again right before the sacrament so that Amelia can be miracling through this sacrament. But obviously, I would prefer to just be able to do a 1 XP blessing. We'll see if the opportunity arises. Alright, so we want to bring Marathu on this. Probably. We want to bring Kuali again. Kuali will level up off of this, so let's bless a point of fervor into Kuali. Yeah. Found a tradition of carnival. Do it. I don't know exactly what it means, but we'll have a look. Oh! I have a slot, don't I? Wait, no? Huh. Adopt 2 more tenets to install a new tradition. I thought we were at the... Huh. Never mind. We can look at what Carnival does now. 3 random disciples develop charisma, +1 happiness from pleasures, -2 faith from apathy. Interesting. We might want to just do human sacrifice for our next thing. That seems fitting. It feels like our village should have a master of sacrifice, doesn't it? So, yeah. Here, developing either of these two feels pretty non-ideal. So I guess we could just take a dream point on this one. And yeah, I don't know that it makes a lot of sense to do anything else. Putting a point of XP on Hildegard wouldn't be horrible. If we did that, and we bring Kuali, Hildegard, and Marathu to the fight, yeah, that makes sense. Let's do that. That's a shame. I was really hoping we'd be able to just bless Emilia. What's up, Zuma? You gained 10 faith. Hey, that's pretty cool. Because you can smell the ocean. The island's not that big. You can probably smell the ocean from everywhere on it. A permanent +3 faith is not going to push you over the top on this, and neither is blessing your ritual progress, so I'm going to take a dream point here, I guess, for a little bit of additional safety. And then we are going to XP boost you, which is not exactly the way I wanted to do that. You get to become a Smite Sword and learn about might. Right? even though that's not your primary scaler. Your basic attack scales with might. Smite scales with might. Challenge Heresy, which is bad for you, does not scale with might, and the other thing totally does, so yes. We care about might more than devotion. Let us increase your might development power. And Ocelot should probably get back to charisma stuff. Yeah. Okay, so we're bringing Hildegard, Kuali, and Marathu. We are up against not very much damage, a fair amount of damage, and a fair amount of damage. So the person who's across from this guy doesn't need extra defenses. I think it's probably going to be... What are your actual stats? 53 HP, 40... So we'll put Kuali across from this guy. And we'll give the defense boosts to the other two. Unless... Don't want to damage boost you again? You know, it worked last time. I think it's not actually a bad idea. And then, do we want a ritual progress? I probably don't. I probably want to save for boosting the XP action's effectiveness. So let's prepare for the mission. You go here, you go there, and you go there. That feels pretty good. Do we want to martyrdom? We can probably take one. I'm a little worried about this. I didn't compare cunning beforehand. Maybe it would have been better to take the armor. So you're only on 26 reduction. I do not feel safe taking a second point of martyrdom here. Honestly, I kind of feel like the first point might be pushing it, depending on what happens with Kuali. So we're just going to do it like this. It's a little nerve-wracking. They've done a good job of setting this system up in such a way that I feel really unsure of what the right thing to do is. Ooh. That's a little concerning. Marathu might actually be in more danger than I would like. It's okay, you're gonna crit this. Damn it. If you had to attack somebody who wasn't your direct target, why couldn't it be the person you would kill? Okay, that's good. Evade again? Well, okay. We might see a break on Marathu, though. No! Oh, that sucks so much. As does that. Hildegard tried to fix it, but it would not be fixed. Alright, we need an evade. Okay, that's the battle. Almost certainly. Right? Yeah, shit! Okay. Come on. It's just, at this point, it's just rubbing salt in the wound. Alright, let's get this over with. Frustrating. Well, we got our level ups at least. The loss of happiness is a bummer, and obviously the fact that we had 3 people take the faith bond penalty there is going to be a big deal as well. Yeah, it's a riskier strategy. There's no two ways about that. Alright, totally normal storyteller ritual. You took on Smite. Good work. And, I mean, it's this one again. Okay, so... Marathu's the summoner. Definitely feels like we can't fire this. Hildegard's in the might lose another faith bond area of the thing. Actually, everybody is. Although, for you two, it's a fatigue issue more than anything. Alright, well, Kuali gets a cunning miracle. Hildegard, if we lose Hildegard at this point, it doesn't really matter, I think. And Amelia's up and feeling strong. Let's grab another copy of... I'm going to grab another copy of Smite. And then we have to figure out what we want to do with these blessings. Restoring 1 fervor to you isn't gonna fix anything, right? So I think you need to be at 3 fervor to feel rested. So yeah, some not ideal stuff happening here. That was a huge loss. That was like a debilitating, maybe game-losing loss. Because we're going to have a really hard time now. I mean, it's going to be, what? It's going to be Zuma and Amelia and Ocelot going on the fight. They should be able to get it done. It's probably not that bad, actually. Ocelot, my dude, you are at 5 XP remaining. Interesting. Let's maybe XP boost Ocelot. We want to have 400 offerings left after the next battle. Which we totally will if we win it, because we're going to get like 5 chests, right? 5 chests with no martyrdom. So we can afford to do this. Yeah, and we'll still totally make it. And then this is another one of those things where like we're hoping to get the opportunity to bless 1 XP. Okay, what do we want to do with our stuff here? I think we probably just want to take a dream point on this one. Just like try to ensure that we will have the defenses necessary for this battle. Okay, a tradition of idol. I do not remember what the idol one does. You declare someone an idol and then... Right, when they participate, you get a charisma-based bonus to all of your tribute chests, at least the materials. Okay. So arrogance builds, but it's a lot of materials. We have a little while before we have to think about that. Okay, you are just going to continue punishing the clouds. I believe in you. You can get those clouds. We could put 3 points of faith on you to drag you up to merely being down. Because again, restoring 1 fervor is not going to do anything, right? But I think in this situation I might actually just push ritual progress on Amelia, because Amelia's like very important to us. And then with our next dream, with our next blessing, we take another dream point. And we give everybody defenses this time. Yeah, I think that... I can't believe that we lost that last one so badly. So what's up with this guy's stats? He has 12 health. And only 11 cunning. I think we just got really unlucky, honestly. This dude rolled... intercept and evade as much as he did. But we'll take the dream point. Yeah, I think that was largely bad luck. I think we don't want to spend any more offerings. So Amelia... If the 25% physical damage doesn't change the number of critical hits, like it's 2 hits either way, right? We're getting nothing out of that spend. So we may as well just go armor on everybody. And prepare the mission, right? Marathu and Kuali will both gain 2 points of fervor due to being in their prime when they rest. So they should both be in a fine spot faith-wise after the next one. Hildegard might not be, but also, you know, if we lose Hildegard, I'm confident we will find a way to live. So, Zuma, I don't know that it matters where Zuma and Ocelot go, really. We are considered blessed. We should be able to take 1 point of martyrdom here. It shouldn't be a problem. And I'm only going to take 1. That's my concession. But I'm not going to 0. We should have this. I think we got some pretty bad luck on the last one. I think we will not get such bad luck on this one. Because, you know, expected value and whatnot. Wow, opening with a crit, are we? So Amelia is actually in a lot of danger, and wow, that was a lot less damage. That was a lot less damage. Okay, and another crit, and Amelia didn't die at least, but will die next turn. Oof. My heart is breaking. Okay, great evade. Do it again? No, okay. And that's the battle. Okay, counter break. That's good news. And it was a huge conversion. Okay, we are going to win. This is a lot messier than I wanted it to be. Alright, show me a break. Aww. We could have gotten a few more people there. So, a loss of a Faith Bond on Amelia is not ideal. Again, given how much we kind of want to hang the hopes of the village on Amelia. And also, now we have a good reason to not bring Amelia on a couple of sacraments, which is a thing we don't really want. We really wanted to be able to push our XP super hard. We did get a lot of resources, though. And a lot of converts. Alright, Zuma's growing gray. We got a normal miracle myth for you, and it teaches you corruption. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna grab you this thing. And a normal meditation miracle for Kuali. Okay, learned Critical Claw Plus. I like that. So, crit chance and evasion. Counter when an ally evades a physical attack. I think we're definitely in this place. Okay. Things have not gone all that well. I think with our next tenant, we are probably taking plus happiness. So, some darkness guys, or... This one's a little scary. We have AoE dark ability, so if we bring a nature disciple to beat up on their divine disciple, we get punished for it. I'm actually not sure what the right thing to do is here, and we have so many people who are in such bad shape. We have a little bit of time to build to this, but honestly not that much. The 34-30-34 is not going to be easy for us to beat, actually. Yeah, that's, So we'll want to bring Kuali and either Amelia or Marathu to this. And then somebody else, probably like, I don't know, Zuma or something. Certainly not Ocelot. Oof, 34 morale power, that is a potent ability. This is, this looks really difficult. Like, undoably difficult. Like, not even close to doably difficult. I don't know how we... And this has a 33 in it. I feel like we spent a lot more resources this time trying to be ready, and we're still really not ready. I think we gotta take on an easy one here, and just, like, grow a little bit, right? So we won't want to bring Kuali here. This should be fine, though. And we have to prep for 3 sacraments from now, having Kuali ready to fight and somebody else ready to fight. And we're going to have to take 0 martyrdom on this, and even then it's going to be pretty close to impossible. 30 defy, so your only weakness is compensated for. Yeesh. 32 armor is gonna be frustrating to fight through. Alright, well. I do think we go this way. So we can bring Kuali on this next one. Or Maratha, rather. So we do this thing. And right now, we could buy the first level of XP plus and do that and actually use XP plus. So let's potentially actually do that. And we're doing this thing for sure. Oh, that's right. Adding value to this increases its cost. I had forgotten about that. It's fine. It was still probably right to buy the upgrade. And then Ocelot needs an XP blessing. So this is very convenient. Hildegard lost a faith in me. Okay, that doesn't really matter. That's blasphemy. Amelia's getting into some evil. Alright, good. Appreciate seeing the new disciples really getting in the swing of things here. So what do we need for this? Probably not a lot, right? So we want to bring Amelia again, because we definitely want the XP. And then it could be Zuma and somebody. Kuali's capped out, so there's not a ton of reason to bring Kuali on fights unless he's actually going to be useful on them. Amelia is definitely in, Zuma is in, and I guess that means it's Hildegard? Yeah, nobody, like almost nobody needs XP anymore. Okay, so Zuma, Hildegard, Amelia gives us a huge advantage. And they're mostly physical attackers with very poor stats, except for you, you're a little bit more meaningful. Okay, there is a nature attack here, so we have to be careful about that. But that just means we don't put Amelia across from you. And that'll probably be good enough. It's a physical attack. So with the 1 point of Dream we have now, we give Amelia physical defense just in case, and then we probably don't have to dream again. So what do I want to do with this blessing then? Do I want to push ritual progress? If we gain 3 XP from the thing, we'll be at 7. We'll be 8 short. So if we think we'll probably do a 4-point XP boost on you soon. Honestly, I think I'm gonna do an XP. Right, this ritual finishes before the fight anyway. Rathu lost faith in me. Again, blasphemy. Feel that that's pretty blasphemous, personally. I mean, don't listen to me, I'm just your god. But that feels like a blasphemy. And then, I guess just a dream point, because I don't super care about developing either of these two. I think there's a pretty good chance Marathu's just going to leave, which I'm fine with, by the way. Okay, so Amelia, get a point of physical armor. Get a dream's worth of physical armor, and then one of the other two, I guess, gets the same deal, and I don't know that it matters too much which one. Oh, it's probably Zuma. Zuma's physical armor is quite bad. Okay. So Amelia can go across from... It doesn't matter. Yeah, these two are identical. And Zuma and Hildegard. And we take 2 points of martyrdom? 2 might be too much. So that's 17 base damage. Like, against a person who's not defending very well, 2 is probably too much. Oh, wait, sorry. We have to bring Maratha on this. What am I thinking? Because otherwise, we don't get the bonuses. That being the case, we bring Zuma here. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm gonna take 1 less point of martyrdom than I think we might be entitled to, just because I need this to stop going super hardcore sideways. We need to stop having people get broken. after this one, if nobody breaks on this one, we will have largely recovered from the breaks. Please don't leap in front of the one person who has an attack you're weak against. I know that it wasn't that attack, but even so, this is making me real nervous. Oh, that's a very disappointing amount of damage. Alright, and then you do the attack that is worst. Alright, let's just claw back a couple of those guys. Words of Madness to claw back even more. Hey, this is pretty good. We might take the whole pool at this rate. Alright, good job not jumping in front of that, everyone. That's not too bad. 181 with a modifier. So, where are we actually at, follower-wise? I haven't even really been paying attention. I know it shows us after every single sacrament, but, like, you know me. 1529, okay. We're coming along, I guess. Good old-fashioned prayer miracle. Get you a copy of Intimidate, which is fine. So inspire a random other ally after using an ability. Are your default abilities... Your default abilities are untyped. But all of your other abilities are included in this description, right? You have a Fear and a Grace and an Overpower? Yes, okay. So after using any non-default ability, or plus 10 physical armor for everybody, honestly, I think we're going to take this one. We could really use plus 10 physical armor on everybody all the time. Okay, I do think that it would be unwise to push that too much more. Hildegard's not even unhappy anymore. And is still just down, or not even sad from having broken, and is still just feeling down. A victory, obviously, will change that pretty significantly. So at this point, it's tough for Koali to be the one who is who is strongest. We could send Zuma off and try to bring up a life disciple. Because if we did that, we could... What was the cost of 400? Okay. If we take trained acolytes, we send Zuma away, we try to roll ourselves a guardian, and then have the guardian come in. We had to do one sacrament without them, and then have the guardian come in for the fight with the two dark guys. That could be pretty good. I guess it is worth noting that doing so puts us down to only 2 dark/nature disciples, which makes that summoning ability less effective. And that's not a thing we'd be able to fix for quite some time. Yeah, that's probably not worth doing. We should probably just try to muscle through this with our own Dark Disciples. I'm really worried about this thing. So you seem like you're gonna be a real issue. Yeah. An AoE Darkness ability is pretty scary. But I think we actually we have to bring Koali to this. So we have to blow that guy up. So it's like Koali and Ocelot for the armor. And then just somebody stands across from here. I don't know that it matters too much who it is. You have a ton of defenses. We're not going to be able to kill you either way. So this might be where we put Ocelot, actually. And then somebody with some attacks goes across here and just tries to get a kill. And we're going to have to do Sun's Last Stand next. Amelia will have recovered from Broken Faith and will be fairly powerful. But we might end up bringing Marathu anyway, because Amelia's just not all the way developed yet. This is a tough one, and we do want the relic, I think, quite badly. So, Zuma, you're holding a relic, right? Morale armor and likely to intercept. It might be worth sending Zuma off now to free up the relic, honestly. Let's key in. This battle's going to be harder. Let's key in this one. And we'll bring Hildegard. We'll bring Zuma. And don't want to bring Amelia. Don't want to bring Koali. Unless we want to put Koali in the middle and just try, just hope that none of these guys ever attack in the way that would be best for them. Which is, yeah, a thing that might happen. We're definitely going to find this difficult to win if we don't use Koali. And I'm thinking in terms of dealing enough damage. But maybe this one's not about damage. I think it's got to be this one. Okay. Koali is on this brand new stalk. Amelia is, of course, still trying to punish some clouds. It's going to be some good might for you. And then, in terms of materials, we now have access to Tributes Plus. So this is better anytime we're not taking at least 4 chests home, which is a lot. And also, it is worth noting, you get your passive material gain even when you lose, which has come up once or twice. This might be a good time to just nail this down. Yeah, let's do that. And then we're pretty far off of doing this. The question is, do we just play some XP actions? If we XP up Amelia now and then XP up Amelia again in 3 days, we actually can hit the level up, leave Amelia out of this one to do a miracle. I think we got to do that. And then Amelia comes into the battle after this for the relic with all that extra progress and stuff. Okay, so do we want to dream? There's a lot of morale stuff going on here. I'm probably not going to take any martyrdom on this one, both because I'm nervous and because they're more likely to actually win by conversion. So that means we will have a lot of room. Koali's XP capped. You know what? I think we dream anyway. Just because I don't think we actually have a thing that I care to do more than dream. You probably just keep taking knowledge. I cannot quite fix your faith with a single faith blessing. And honestly, we're gonna be rid of you real soon. I don't really care about your development. I'm gonna dream one more time. We're gonna take 3 dream points into the next battle. And in your case, it pretty much does not matter. We'll go ritual progress on you, because you're going to recover 2 fervor anyway. But if I recover a fervor on you now, there's no chance of you taking an additional... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do this because that means there's no chance of us taking an additional faith bond loss. Because we'll recover 20 faith. And Amelia's important. Alright, so let's give you the Devotion Miracle now. And then it is Zuma with the Morale Armor. Am I going to bring Koali? This isn't one where Ocelot feels necessary. Ocelot can still come, but Ocelot's not, like, particularly good in this battle. We could also bring Hildegard. This could be like Zuma, Hildegard, and Marathu, maybe? And then Marathu can rest through the next one, because Amelia will come in and handle it. Yeah, that seems okay. So morale armor for you, and morale armor for... Ocelot doesn't need XP, Hildegard doesn't need XP. It kind of doesn't matter who we do this with. Hildegard's number is higher. I'm gonna believe in that. Okay. Let's do it. So we have no particularly interesting typing stuff. I guess technically Marathu should go here, because this is where the lowest armor is. Do you have sorcery abilities? You have reason and nothing. And you have fear and nothing. Okay. Like I said, am not going to take any martyrdom here because I'm a little nervous about them actually winning a conversion-based victory. I mean, it's a pretty tall order, now that I look at it. What are your damage outputs? 17, 14, 16, 8 on everybody, and... we're not going to cross any important thresholds from this one extra chest. I'm gonna just play it safe. We need to not have anything go wrong here. I think we would have been fine, but I'm gonna play with a little bit of cowardice. Give me back those 6 followers. Okay, that's a pretty solid initial hit. It seems like we're probably going to be okay. You can understand, though, why I might be gun-shy at this point in the episode. For real, we are super not into the idea of them having followers. Ooh, Zuma is too frightened to act. Also too frightened to be attacked. Okay, well... I mean, we took 235 home there. That's not nothing. I am at this point having a little bit of a trust issue with my own evaluation of how difficult the battles are going to be, which is contributing to me under-martyring. I should have taken the point of martyrdom there. It's just... things are too likely to go wrong. Ooh. The Skelefans watched Amelia pray in quiet admiration. As Amelia's words rose to the sky, they saw the light of the great winged skeleton come down upon her. Permanent +10 faith. That is very compelling. That's a very compelling outcome. Look at the stats. Look at them come up. And that is judgment. That's wonderful. That's a wonderful thing for you to have gotten here. So chance to counter morale attacks. Or be real good at fighting enemy dark disciples. The battle that we're about to take on is... I kind of think we might want to be a witch hunter. This is going to be good here, though, and not elsewhere. This will be roughly equally good everywhere. Alright, well, we gotta go for it if we're going to try it. So 30 power Amelia across from this guy. 31 power Koali across from this guy. I think we can do it. I think we can... There we go. I should maybe take it as a sign that the game didn't accept my first click. It's like, are you sure? So what are we doing with our materials? We're taking trained acolytes, because we're about to lose people. Yes. We could send off Hildegard and Zuma right now. Zuma's going to go in a couple of turns anyway. And we are not close to being done with this island. Not ideally. So we're not going to get the stronger initiates bonus anyway. Yeah, let's just go ahead and take that upgrade. Okay, and then... do we send Zuma off now? I think that I want the relic. This is going to be a mostly physical battle. Yeah, let's send Zuma on her last pilgrimage. Thank you for your service. Alright, Tei, strong-bodied. Ooh, Bighorn's a good one. And then Rikiri of the Dove and Yvonne of the Lyre. It's going to be hard to beat Bighorn here, I think. And you could come in as any might-based class. Or, honestly, we could... No, I probably want you to come in as a cultist, because I want to maintain 3 dark/nature followers for this, right? Yeah, you'll make a fine cultist. With the ability to sometimes bash a guy's head open at the beginning of the battle. I dig it. Welcome aboard. Alright, so you become a cultist, and you start with your Might Miracle. We're going to lean real hard in on Might for you. And then... Hildegard's going to be around for more like 5 missions, so it is possible that we could hold on to Hildegard until after the end of the island and get that stronger initiates bonus. But I sort of want to send Hildegard out as well. Yeah, let's do it. Oof. The pig, the crow, and the Twitcher. Honestly, the Twitcher, not a bad cultist. We might just replace both of our lost cultists with new cultists. I'm into it. So it is a bummer that they were all low quality totems, but also, you know, having both of your stats match to a class, have good scaling, is going to erase a lot of that low quality. Chim, once developed, is going to feel like a better version of the guy he is than he actually is. Alright, so we've ended up in kind of a weird spot here. Kuali is feeling pretty down. Yeah, like pretty very down, actually. Obviously, we're going to give Kuali a dream, and that's going to help a lot. The question is, do we also want to do something else? I think the answer is no. I think we just take a dream point here. Kuali's XP capped, right? Yeah. And Amelia is 20 XP off of the next upgrade, which is a big one. Alright, let's take a dream point now. Oh, I should probably be, what are you doing? Ocelot is a free spirit. No one owns him. Unstoppable. Replenishes 2 fervor. Interesting. Not super useful here, because Ocelot was already in pretty good shape. Do I want to do one of these things? I mean, do we just want to, like, keep laying down the XP boost on Amelia, maybe? And maybe we want to chill out on that for a minute until we can actually make this action as efficient as possible. Yeah, let's hold off. I think I will... I was about to say I will push ritual progress, but maybe the right thing to do here is to dream up to 4 dream points and take a damage boost on top of giving everybody defenses. 28, 34, Jesus Christ. These are some serious attacks. I really don't think we can take any points of martyrdom here, no matter what. So what, it's going to be... Up top is Kuali with bonus morale defense. And then physical defense middle and physical defense bottom from Amelia. On top of us having armor, like we put Ocelot mid for the bonus armor, and then we also get bonus armor from the other thing. Yeah, okay. I'm going to dream up 4 dream points. We're going to go to max dreams. Because this has to work this time, right? We do not get a second chance at this one. So, Emilia gets physical armor. Ocelot gets physical armor. And Kuali gets morale armor and also bonus physical damage. We'll try to burn this guy down fast. He's only got 14 armor. Kuali now has the bonus crit chance from during the first couple of turns. I think there's a chance that this works. We're going to go 0 martyrdom on this. And we're just going to hope. So plus 10 armor, not for you, but for the others. Lineup strength good. Yeah, I'm real nervous. Things have not been going that well for us. I don't know if you guys have noticed. If you don't fight, the world is doomed. Well, if we win, the world's also doomed. So you're just like in a real bad spot here, buddy. Okay, that's reasonable. Okay, not a huge amount of damage. Very good stuff. Was really hoping for like a rally from Ocelot to finish off the divine one. Ow. Oh, come on. Big crit? Nope. I mean, yeah, but... Wow, all of the making sure that I never get my bonuses stuff is really going to pay off, and Emilia's got to stop doing that. Okay, that's a good evade. Oh, come on! You're killing me with this shit. Okay, we at least broke one of them. There's a non-zero chance Kuali goes down here, though. Like, I'm starting to get a little nervous. Ooh, Emilia. Okay, okay. Oh, that was heresy. You fool. What a heretical action. What were you thinking? Okay, that was real close. I'm glad I didn't take any points of martyrdom, because we would have had some breakage. But we got through it, and we got our relic, and yeah, that was terrifying. Things are not going well, and I am terrified all of the time. I don't feel like I felt in danger this early in the game at any point in our previous game. So plus 3 might for all ancestrals, 15 initiative, or physical armor and more likely to intercept. Honestly, I think we're going to take... this is great. But I think we're going to take this one. This will be better in the long term. When we can push people... When we can hit people hard enough to one-shot them on crits, pushing our initiative above someone else's is going to have a huge effect, right? Okay, Chim told an amazing story. Good work, Chim. Well done. Alright, these starting stats... I mean, we got past thresholds here, I think. And you picked up Words of Madness, which I am fine with you having. And then we got a normal Hunter's Miracle as well. Okay, Aberrant Growth. I like you pulling Aberrant Growth. So... are we ready for this? I'm honestly not sure. We could go down to 4 happiness on a, on one of these. Which is maybe worth doing. We'd take like a nice easy one, bring the new guys for XP, and just crush it. And actually, we would obliterate this, right? Emilia in the middle, and then Chim and Tay on the outsides. This one would be a little more difficult, and right now I think we are actually trying to save up a large number of offerings, so... yeah, maybe we take this one to just give us a little bit of breathing room here. We're going to need both Amelia and Marathu for this. And it would be best if it was Amelia and Marathu and Ocelot. We are having some serious faith problems. Is Quali's problem entirely based on just being too strong? Yeah, pretty much. It's going to be a persistent issue for us as we go on. We're going to have to buy some relevant upgrades. I think we're going to take this because we can crush it so thoroughly. So you guys should probably... default thing might scales. The thing you picked up scales with the other stat, but you're all in might. So Tay is going to go... wow. Tay is going to go for Punish, because we get a little tiny bit more might from that. And, you know, a rank of Devotion is not nothing. And then you're probably... boy, it feels really bad to take the Knowledge Scaler. Okay, you're going to do this thing and grab a rank of Cunning. Okay. The Faith upgrade on... which building is that on? Here. This would solve a lot of problems. I think we ought to take it. Alright, that gets Quali back to normal and everybody else is feeling pretty good about things. Oh, I do need to actually equip these. I should definitely have equipped Quali with with this thing before that last battle. I think I am going to give Amelia the Initiative Relic because Quali is going to get there on having enough Cunning, right? Quali doesn't have a ton of Cunning right now, but... and then do we want to give one of these two the morale thing? Probably, right? Because they're going to develop their knowledge. Actually, I'm going to give it to Marathu. Because that way Marathu's more likely to trigger the heresy thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's how we'll run that. And then, no offering spend. We are saving offerings. We don't need to grab Fervor. We probably don't need to dream on this. We're going to spend our one dream point just like giving Marathu bonus damage. These guys are doing conversion and we're only playing to 100, so a double martyrdom is kind of risky. Just in terms of them maybe getting 50 converts before we get 100, or before we murder them. But I think we don't need to take the dream points here. So is there anything else that makes sense to do? We could give faith bonuses, but that doesn't really seem necessary. We just give ritual progress, I guess. Marathu's going to be around for a good long while still. We certainly don't need the fervor. But this is such a small benefit. I'm going to take the dream points. Let's see if we can actually dream ourselves into being ready to do a double martyrdom on this. On this one, it might be wise to do a ritual push, because we can push one of the people who is still going to be with us for an extremely long time. I think we'll do this one. Amelia is still really, really important. And I'm gonna dream just so we have 3 dreams. Okay, oh, also, I just realized what time it is. Well, let's go ahead and do this one, and then we'll stop after this. It's very easy for me to get sucked into a game like this. So, we probably want to do... let's see, you're going to be across the mid... I'm assuming... yeah, that guy has 8 cunning. You're going to go mega first against him. I'm just going to give you the damage boost. And you two... let's see, I'll give you the physical armor boost and you the morale armor boost. Tay goes top, Chim goes bottom. Okay. So do I think we're in a place where we can do this? It's scary. It's also worth noting that the conversion bonus for Martyrdom 1 is 100% of your conversions, but the bonus for going up to 2 is only another 50% above that. So... yeah, that's interesting. 14s... these guys are really, really weak. And we have good stats against them. I think we can do it this way. I'm really nervous, though. If I go for this and I whiff it, I'm going to feel like an idiot. Why can't Mighty Rally be a sorcery ability? Think how good that would be. I'm gonna just take the 1 at the risk of being... that's very cowardly. I'm gonna just take the 1, though. Too much has gone wrong already. We gotta not allow hubris to walk us into a failure here. All right, good time for the bighorn. So that did basically nothing. Here's a problem. It is well known that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer, and I'm very aware of that. But I have, naturally, no confidence, so all confidence feels like overconfidence to me. I cannot tell when I am confident for good reason. Because, like, as you can see here, we would have been very fine taking that second point of martyrdom. The second one is definitely less valuable than the first, and I don't think that the extra chest would have pushed us over into a threshold. Like, we're not going to be able to buy anything extra with the 1 extra chest. I think. Oh, right, also, the conversions don't... There are no converts on repeatables. What am I thinking? Okay, well now, let's pick our destined mission, which must be this one. And then stop playing. Then I must stop. It's very, very easy for me to get extremely drawn in. But that has to be the place where we stop for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm really enjoying this game. Hopefully that's clear. When you come back next time, tomorrow, we are going to continue to try desperately to push through this island. Things are getting a little difficult, and I definitely have some concerns. We'll see if those concerns are valid tomorrow, when we see you then.